What is going on, beautiful people? Lee Hammock, your favorite self-aware narcissist here, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about why narcissists have so many crazy ideas that they think is going to change the world, is going to change their lives and make them rich overnight. Stay tuned, like, and subscribe for more. Oh my God, babe. I'm so excited. I have a great new idea. Going to make us a ton of money. Oh yeah, a ton of money. What is it? What is it this time? It's a vacuum cleaner for your shoe. You know how you get stuff in your shoe and it becomes super annoying to walk on? This eliminates that. And that's a great idea, but when you just take the shoe and like flip it over, wouldn't that be easier? Wow. You don't believe in me, do you? Wow. Hater. I'm not hating on you. I want to support you any way I can. It just seems that's an easier way to do that. Just flip the shoe. You think you're better than me, don't you? No, I don't know. No. You're a vacuum cleaner. You just sucked up all my hopes and dreams, and you just killed my dream before I even got off the ground. Wow. Okay. How much money do you have to get this dream off the ground? So you always get that negative mindset, like negative self-talk. I was gonna ask you for the money, but apparently you're not gonna give it to me. I don't have the money for this. But you got money for your hair though, right? So, welcome back. Yes, y'all. Yeah, I know y'all. I know I come with the comedy. I know I come with the silliness and the skits and whatnot. And I notice how it makes me laugh when I'm making those stupid videos. The vacuum cleaner for your shoe. But why do narcissists have so many crazy ideas like that? And like, what will happen if you, their partner or their parent or their friend or whoever, what happens if you don't support those crazy ass ideas, those things that happen right there, right? So if you're dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person, one of the main reasons why they come up with these crazy ideas is because delusions of grandeur are real. The delusions of grandeur and fulfillment. If I come up with this idea, then that means you will love me. If I come up with this idea and this idea is successful, that means I will get all the validation and money and the appreciation that I feel like I am entitled to. If this idea takes off, I'm going to get the life that I feel like I was born for, and not this life of normalcy and averageness that I've been accustomed to. Like, I'm better than this. I deserve a better life just because I'm me. Not because I put the work in, but just because I'm me. So they come up with ideas like that, y'all. A rotating hat, a hat that rotates on its own, a shoe vacuum cleaner, a soda bottle with a straw inside of it, or something like that, or some idea that somebody else has already thought of that they feel like, oh, this would be a great idea, and they look it up, and then somebody else already has it. They'll be angry as hell. God, that's my idea. How they beat me to the punch? You see, they want to be fulfilled, y'all. They want to be happy. They want people to look at them like they're the beacons of success. They want people to look at them and, like I said, they want to also be able to look down on people. Let's keep it real. A lot of narcissists just want the ability to be able to look down on other people just because they themselves are themselves, you know? That happens quite a bit. Like, I feel like I'm entitled to look down on you just because I'm me. And what's the fastest route for me to be able to look down on somebody? Being successful, right? Making a lot of money, correct? You know, what's the fastest way for me to be able to get into somebody's head, and, you know, just what's the fastest way for me to be able to do that? Is literally to be a successful overnight. Come up with some kind of crazy ass idea, because they're bored, or, like, you know, you do get some narcissists that are just super bored with their life. They want a new life, so they come up with some kind of crazy idea that they expect you to support. Let's just keep it real. That's why they have so many jobs, you know. That's why they have so many jobs. They feel like they don't want they're too good for the life that they have right now. So they come up with these crazy ideas. They want to just get a different life. They want a better life, like I said, a life of grandiosity, and, you know, being able to look down on people serving them and things of that nature. To be able to leave a legacy. You know, legacy is extremely important to a lot of narcissists. They want to be able to leave a legacy behind, a legacy of whatever it is. It's just a legacy nonetheless. You know, they want to leave something behind. So a legacy nonetheless is something that they will try to leave behind. There are a lot of narcissists that do that, y'all. And what happens if you don't support, you know, it gets to that space right there that that's how they only live their life, really. And, you know, what would happen if you don't support that? What happens if you don't support all these crazy ideas, or you bankroll all their projects? If you don't let them be a stay-at-home person or stay-at-home parent or person or mom or dad or whatever, stay-at-home husband or wife to work on those ideas. And y'all don't even have kids. They just want to work on their ideas, and they want you to bankroll it. They want you to break your back to bankroll their lifestyles. And if you don't support them, you're evil. They're going to tell people that you don't support them. They're going to tell people like, man, my wife, I got a great idea. You know what? My just unbelievable wife, my wife she doesn't believe in me. She doesn't have any kind of faith in me. She doesn't give me anything. That's where the mind goes. It automatically goes to blaming someone else for automatically not just hopping on a train and believing in some craziness that they've come up with off the top of their head. Bankroll this shoe vacuum, and when it fails, they can also blame you. Like it really is a no-win situation when you're dealing with a narcissist that have these that does have these extremely high levels of grandiosity and delusions of grandeur. Like, either you, like I said, they have the idea, it fails, they blame you. They have the idea, you bankroll it, you support them all the way through, it fails, they blame you. It will very rarely be their own fault as to why something fails. So it really is it's a very tumultuous situation. It can be, because like I said, you're damned if you do support them, and you're damned if you don't support them. Like, you'll break even if you give them some type of constructive criticism to make the business better, to make the idea better, they won't take it. Or so mine's not good enough? So my idea isn't good enough? Wow, you must really don't believe me. You think you're smarter than me. Why don't you just run the whole business then? But sometimes they'll say that if you give them a good idea. But sometimes they'll take your idea and make it seem like they came up with it. They'll rebuke you at first, but then they'll come back to you later on and make it seem like they came up with your idea. Or I was already thinking about doing that. Now that you mentioned it, you just confirmed my thoughts. They will very rarely give you credit for anything that you do. They will very rarely give you credit for what you deserve. Like, these delusional thoughts, these delusional mindsets are absolutely 100% real. And if you're dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person, you absolutely understand exactly what I'm saying, because you are going through it right now, or you went through it, or you've been through it. This is part of the process. And I hate that so many people have to go through these processes and whatnot. But hey, life ain't fair when you're dealing with a toxic narcissistic person. You can't support them enough. And if you do, like, you go over the top, sharing their businesses, like financing it, getting business credit, putting everything in your name, and if it fails, it's your fault. But guess what happens? If you succeed, you don't get any of the credit. They very rarely give you any of the credit if it does succeed. If these delusions of grandeur do take off, they very rarely give you any credit for the success. They'll just say, "Oh, I did it on my own. I built this from the ground up, solo dolo, no help." And then sometimes, even if you help them, like you'll break your back, go into debt, just support them day in and day out, and their business does take off, a lot of times they leave you. Again, because they have these delusions of grandeur and they feel like they deserve a better life, and they also might feel like they deserve a better person than you. It's nothing you did wrong. They just feel like you're no longer qualified for them. So just be very careful when you help them build somebody up, if you don't trust them, and be very careful at putting every single thing in your own name. I'll say that. Like, if you're dealing with a toxic narcissistic person, be not in your own name, in their name. If they want to put everything in their name, be very careful. Just put everything in my name. Get some type of ownership, sign some type of paper, get some type of benefit, because I've seen so many people help build these businesses up and get left with nothing, get left broken, in debt, and they gallivant off, find a new supply, and leave your ass high and dry. So protect your peace, protect yourself, y'all. I'm super thankful for you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Thank you so much. Mental Healness is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I am extremely grateful for you. Have no idea. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Helps reach more people. And click on the screen to watch another video or to browse through another playlist. There's also a link on the screen to check out my courses and my support groups to help you heal and understand what you've been through. Thank you so much again. I will see you in the next video. Peace.